Hello, my YouTube world. This is Johnny Moe coming to you with a product review. I found this blower in Eastern Ohio in Boardman, so I decided to purchase it. I've been out playing with it, so it's a little muddy. I did a little comparison video that I'm going to jot up a little bit later. This is the Echo 8010T. This is Echo's biggest backpack blower. This thing is massive. It feels good. These straps are really, really nice. I like these straps. They did great. That feels good on my back. It's not heavy like I thought it would be. It's a massive blower. This tube is enormous. And I like this backpack blower, guys. I think Echo did a really good job thinking this through. They are over the 1,000 CFM. And if I had a complaint, and I do have one complaint about the blower, one of the complaints is this is how you shut the blower off. You push this up. So if you don't click it back down, it will stay in the off position. It's not like Steels where you just click it and the steel clicks back. This will stay in the off position. I've already caught myself today trying to start it, not realizing it was in the off position. Also, so you can only adjust from here to here. Now I have longer arms. This is a design flaw. This is very uncomfortable because of the power. When you put your hand here, because of the power going through the tube, my arm needs to be about right here for it to be comfortable. And it's about 3-4 inches short. And so it causes a little bit of bicep soreness because of the power of the tube, you know, going side to side and pushing it up and down. This is a heavy, heavy tube, and this is not in the right position. I do not like that it's not in the right position. I need this to be there. And, you know, someone's going to say, hey, why don't you put this forward? I tried that. It just brings your arm just a little bit more forward, and it's just uncomfortable because it cocks your wrist this way. It's just, I don't like that. You know, this was designed for shorter people with shorter arms, I can tell you that. But when you want to stretch your arm out, you can't. It's locked in in a 90-degree position. I'm going to play with this a little bit more, see if I can figure that out. I can tell you from initial testing, the 800 does not have it over this. I did a leaf test. I'm going to pop that video up. It's kind of an unofficial leaf test. It's been raining here for about a week and a half, so the leaves are very, very wet. This blower beat the 800 by 60 inches. It blew the leaves further than the BR800 did. I used the BR800 yesterday did a complete leaf job. I compared it to the 700, and here it is, because I just had them out. You can see what I did with this back strap. I didn't like it, so I just did it backwards and put it around the gas tank. This is definitely more powerful than the 700. I lined them up against each other yesterday. This is definitely more powerful. I would not run out and buy an 800 if I just bought a 700. I don't think it's to the point where like, whoa, that is unbelievable. It's definitely more powerful. The miles per hour does help out in the wet leaf situation, I can tell you. And what's funny is yesterday I had a customer stop me, and I actually got a chance to use the side start. So I started laughing when I started using it. It actually started on the first pull yesterday. So this 800 did exactly what it was supposed to do. But I was laughing because I said in another video that it doesn't happen very often. Well, my first day out with leaves yesterday, it happened. A customer came out and paid by check, and she stopped me, and I turned it off and was able to use it. But when it comes to leaves, I can already tell you, Echo's the king. Echo's the king for the leaves. I think it's going to be followed by the 800. And here again, I'm going to go on. I run steel. Everything I own is steel except for this Echo backpack. I will not run that in the summer at all. That Echo backpack will sit. But when it comes to you redesigned your blower, I mean, I know I'm just nitpicking, but you redesigned your blower and you didn't go over 1,000 CFM. Now, on the initial reports, it said it's 20% more powerful. Well, And that came right from the Echo or the Steel summit they had. It was said several times by one of the guys in the video. This is 20% more powerful. If that's the case, then that means this would have to be, you know, up above 1,000 CFM, and it's not, guys. It's definitely not. It's definitely more powerful than the 700. It definitely is. It's probably about, I would say, it's probably about 24 inches further. For my initial testing, it's about 2 feet more. It can blow it about 2 feet more, but it's just really not that noticeable. Like, it's not to the point where you're using it, you're like, whoa, like it's blowing the 700 away. And I think when you redesign your blower, I think that's what it has to be. I think you have to devastate your newest, oldest backpack, and this just did not do it. This just did not devastate it. It did not devastate the blower. This devastates the 700, the 770. This is a devastating blower. It also, you'll see in the testing, it blew it 60 inches further than that one did with wet leaves. This thing is just, it is a leaf monster. I will say this. Once you get the leaf piles a little bit bigger, what I thought was going to happen. This got up underneath the leaf pile, and then they started coming back like this. They started circling back. And then you have to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You can call me a sissy, but I'm a pretty strong cat. 6'2", 250 plus. I lifted a lot of weights over my years. And you keep going like this with this backpack all day, you're going to have one strong right bicep, because this is noticeable. When you start putting air through here, this becomes very tough to lift up and down, up and down, up and down like this all day. Because when you're pushing leaves, you're pushing the leaf pile, and it's just the wind's getting underneath it, and then it's circling the leaves back like this, like in a circular motion. So what you got to do is go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what, guys? You've never heard another YouTube talk about that. No other YouTuber has talked about, you know, how hard that's going to be on your bicep. This is a heavy tube. Not so much when you're just holding it with no air, but once the air starts coming out and it goes through that tube, and you start picking it up with full volume of air going through it, that's when it becomes heavy. Out of the two, which is more comfortable? This is the most comfortable backpack that I've ever put on my back. Still hit a home run with that. Still hit an absolute home run with that. That is comfortable. I'm surprised, as big as this is, that it is not heavier. I thought this would be a lot heavier. It's not, and I'm very shocked by that. I'm very shocked by that. This Echo is very comfortable. The pads are comfortable. I think those pads are comfortable too. If I had just out of comfort alone, it would be the 800. I would take the 800 hands down. And it's plenty powerful enough to do what you need to do. If you have to blow out beds, and it's definitely powerful enough. But if you got a lot of leaves and you blow a lot of leaves, there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and just go out. The 8500, it's now officially gone when it comes to backpack blowers. The 8500 was the reigning king. This is the reigning king, and it might reign for quite a long time. This backpack blower here, it's just a monster. It's absolute monster. I don't know. I haven't had it on my back for more than 30 minutes today, so I can't tell you how it's going to feel. I know when I took this off, I used it for an hour and a half straight yesterday. I took it off. I felt like I didn't have anything on the backpack blower. So if you're doing a lot of leaves and you're a big leaf company, there's your girl right there. The Echo is the king. I don't need to do any more testing. I don't have to put them up against each other anymore. Today I seen everything I needed to see. That's the reigning king. I've owned the 8500. I've owned 3 of them. I've owned the 770. I've owned the BR600. I've owned the BR700. And I own the BR800. And I am impressed with the blower. I'm happy with the blower. But that's the king when it comes to leaves. It's just the monster. It's over. Guys, I'm telling you, it's over. I'm afraid, though, that I'm probably not going to use it as much as I really, really would like to because of this. This is an issue. And if Echo is listening, This comes from a guy, 21 years experience blowing leaves. And I've used a lot of Echo backpacks over the years to do it too. And this right here, that's gonna be the issue. That needs to be up here, a little bit further. I am gonna play with this a little bit and see if I can put that forward. Maybe that'll help just a little bit. But when I just did it in the field, my hand was cocked, and this tube is very heavy. But for the power that it gives off, wow. And it's not, to me, it's not even really that close. This thing just moves leaves like now. Wet leaves didn't matter. Did not matter. There's the king right there. Echo 8010. I feel bad that Echo has not mass produced these to get these out during leaf season. I'm hearing rumors that Red Max is probably going to come out in 2019, and I feel bad for you, Echo, because of your mismanagement, you're probably not going to sell as many of those as you should. And same with Steel. They're not out in the stores in mass production, so people can't just go get them. It is a fine backpack, and I wish it was more readily available. But if you don't care and you're just doing leaves, she's the machine. She's definitely a machine. But I'll say this too. If you're doing a lot of wet leaves in the ground, this peeled them up yesterday, because I went right after the rainstorm, and I went right in, and I was just in mud, and that picked up those leaves very nicely. That'll probably be my go-to backpack blower, just because I like how it feels on my back. But when I have some big leaf jobs to do, she's coming. She's the monster. Reigning king. It's over. Click, click, click. Ding, ding, ding. It's over. First round knockout. Echo 8010T. It's really not even that close, guys.